Well, mate, what's happening?
Well,
How are you?
change of scenery.
You good? Complete change of scenery. You got a nice bit of blue going on here.
Got nice patterns.
Yeah, for the listeners, it probably sounds the same, to be fair. But but for you guys, it's we got some nice scenery going on, and Jack's been replaced already. So unfortunately, when you leave the country, this is what happens. So unfortunately, Jack will no longer be part of the show. But it is what it is. Sam's the new host.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah, so
you probably haven't seen me on this before. I'm new to it all. I've never started an episode of this ever.
Never.
So.
I think you've done roughly the same amount as me. to be honest.
Yeah.
You've done a few. Like you did two with me. You did two with Jack, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then you did one with. You've done literally like. This is episode 15.
I've done about 4 or 5 of them.
This is episode 15, so I've done about.
I bounced in halfway through with you, Jack.
Yeah.
When Joel was there, and then I think the one after that I was in. Was Joel there for that one as well?
Joel's only been with one with me, but you all did like a drunk one together when I was in Italy.
Yeah, we done the drinking one, and then
you did one solo.
Me and Jack did. We've done 2 solo.
2.
Yeah, and then we've done the one with you.
So.
5.
5 episodes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking veteran now. You know, I may as well be part of the show.
Well, I mean, you basically are at this point.
No longer a special guest, just featuring.
Just featuring whenever you want. Yeah. I don't know how. Jack's actually obviously not gone. It was just a joke, but like I don't know how we're gonna do it. It's gonna be like Discord and stuff, but it's just not gonna have the same sort of feel to it. But
yeah, you're gonna have some. Like everybody says, like, oh, Discord doesn't have any latency, but it's like
no,
every fucking thing has latency.
With Discord, there hasn't. I've never had any issues when I've been on with mates. Like that's been fine. Like that's not my concern. It's the not seeing each other. Like it's literally just a conversation, and he wants to record it at the same time. So.
A lot of our humor is like you have to see it as well as somebody saying it. Mm-hmm. So like for you to be sat across like the water from each other and just like crack a joke and when you not know that you're joking or something, it'll be a bit like
I mean we're definitely, like I said to him, for sure we're gonna try it, but
just don't post it if it's shit.
Well don't post it basically.
Just hang up your boots.
Well, no, I'd like to keep it going somewhere for him if he did some over there, and
well he'll be back soon anyway, you know.
Yeah,
he'll be back at the end of
October, right?
October, start November he'll be back. So you just have a month to sort that shit out.
Yeah, we'll get it sorted. We'll be fine.
Good luck to you.
It'll be grand.
You will be fine.
And what about then? You were saying about earlier. I just want to bring up a bit more your equipment because big man's been paid, Mr. Big Bucks over here.
Got paid.
Lucky for some.
Yesterday, I was actually I meant to get paid. And what day is this? The 26th.
Today is the 26th. Yeah.
I was meant to be paid tomorrow, actually.
Damn, big man's been paid early as well.
Yeah, I got paid like 2 days early. I just came home. I was like fucking 53p in the bank account. I was like, this is a bit bad, and then checked my bank balance. It was like a decent, considerable amount. And I've just started buying a load of shit for my studio. I've been like building a studio from like halfway through this year, as you know. But I like the funds for it have sort of a lot of the shit I need. I would have to like buy and then leave myself really fucking short. But now that I've got like I worked my fucking ass off last month, so I got like a decent fucking pay slip this month, and I bought like this like Focusrite Scarlett 3rd gen thing that's like basically records all the sound with like really really fucking low latency. So like if I played the guitar, it'd be as if like I was playing it live. So and it's like crisp fucking sound. It's so fucking good, and got that pretty not cheap, but cheap enough
for what it is.
Yeah, and then I got the like Atom Audio T7Vs, which are like pretty fucking high end speakers. So like up there with like I don't know if you know Rocket speakers.
No,
they're like
I know nothing about this stuff, man.
It's like there's like Rocket, and then there's Atom Audio, and they're like combating with each other as to who's the best fucking speaker. And like Yamaha have like a place there somewhere, but
see, I know them obviously because everyone knows them.
Yamaha have some decent ones, but I was like, see, the shite thing about buying speakers like monitors is that no matter what I look up on YouTube, it's all gonna sound the same until I get the fucking
It's all
speaker.
compressed on YouTube and stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
It's all fucking way compressed and all sounds the same.
Yeah.
Like some might have better subs or like some might have better tweeters or squawkers or whatever, but it's like it all sounds the fucking same. So I had to like sort of take a bit of a leap and just go for one out of the three that I was looking at, and then. So
well, I mean, what was the highly reviewed wise? Like, people.
Oh, like people were saying they're like, because they've got like their own. I don't know if it's a tweeter or squawk. I think it's a tweeter. Like one of the fucking. I'm gonna forget the word for that. One of the like outputs basically for the sound is a tweeter, and it's like its own like signature fucking thing. So like no other fucking speaker has it. It's like a fucking ribbon based one. So it's like whenever the sound hits it, like fucking vibrates a certain way, and it sounds really fucking like clean. And then I was looking, and some of the reviews were even saying like the Rockets fucking bass was better, but it was better in a room that had a lot of echo.
Okay.
But these ones were good if you were just sitting in your room and you just needed.
And are you doing this all in your room? Like,
yeah, I'm building it all in my room. I've got I've got a couple of synths, a couple of MIDI controllers, and then obviously I've got electric drum kit. I've got guitar, bass.
Oh, you got the electric drum kit.
Yeah, I did. And then all I really need is a MacBook now, but I'm gonna get another monitor because then I sort of have stereo audio when I'm mixing and mastering my music instead of sitting on headphones, because it's like whenever you're mixing and mastering, it's like it's cool to mix and master whenever you have headphones on, you can hear everything like the smallest wee thing, but whenever I want to listen to it and like hear it how everyone else would hear it, I sort of need to take the headphones off and sort of stand in a room with like two speakers playing it at me, if you know what I mean. It's a wee bit awkward because then like I can hear then what's wrong with the song and I can go back in and change it even though it sounds right in the headphones, but I have to change it in a way where it'll sound in headphones.
Listening out
just fucking annoying, man. But yeah, I managed to get the fucking monitor second hand, but it's like it says on it's like brand new essentially. Like it's.
Did you order that on
Amazon? Both on Amazon, yeah. I'm gonna get another one, but the first one was £140 for the one, and then if I'm gonna get another one, I'll probably get that one brand new because the only one I could find that was second hand was the one I just bought. So that's a good like £170 something.
There's not eBay or anything, or would you just do Amazon?
I would just do Amazon because like eBay is sort of like old people use eBay now, you know.
Well, I mean,
yeah, they do, man.
I don't know, but I don't know if I'd agree with that as such.
It's like bullshit, man. I don't like eBay, like Gumtree and all that. Don't like it.
Gumtree's, I actually think Gumtree's really good. Like,
yeah,
because I mean, you're going and seeing the product. Like, you're not.
I suppose, yeah.
You're literally driving, or they're coming to you. You don't have to buy it once they come.
I suppose not Gumtree then, but I mean more like eBay was the shit. And now
it's
Amazon's come in.
Well, it's definitely like, older, but there's still loads of really good stuff on eBay.
Oh yeah. I know people who like run businesses on eBay.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
shit.
Connell was known for selling quite a lot of stuff on eBay.
Ryan does it as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's
jewelry shit. But I don't know if I'd trust like high end equipment.
It's the shipping over bit is the iffy thing. Like the product itself could be sweet, but then with the way they ship it, they could screw you over, and you've already paid for it. And I think there's a bit of a weird grey line with that stuff on eBay. Like I don't know if you can actually get your money back if I feel like once you've paid for it and the products arrive.
Yeah, because that happened to my dad once. He bought something off eBay and he got it and it was just in fucking pieces. Like it was fucking shit. All the wires were like fucked in it.
There's also like a lot of like scammers. So like I remember when the Xbox One just came out, a guy ordered it on eBay and paid full price, and it arrived in the Xbox box, and then he opened it up and it was a piece of paper with the Xbox printed out of the Xbox One
as well. Yeah, there was somebody posted about that. I just don't believe that, man. Like it's like,
you don't think that happened?
No, I know what happened. I believe it happened 100% because it's fucking eBay. But I just I'm just in awe that somebody was like, "Ah, fuck, I'll scam them." Like eBay,
I'll throw some heavy shit in here, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, it feels like an Xbox."
Fucking hell. Nah, man, I just wouldn't trust like eBay for that sort of shit because like with Amazon, I feel like you've got a load of companies that'll sell their shit on Amazon, and then you've got a load of stores that have bought shit off companies trying to sell on shit already. So it's like, it's sort of like a second online store they have.
Yeah.
So I sort of trust that more than Barry in fucking Newcastle. Fucking, yes, this speaker is very good. It sells me a fake.
Speaker very nice. Yeah. Sound very crisp.
Yeah. Yes. All wires work.
All wires going good.
Fucking sounds it.
Does not sound like potato. Does not sound like potato.
Sounds it with a HDMI cable. Fucking. That's gonna be fun.
All these pictures on the page of him just holding the speaker. You ever see those stuff?
Yeah.
Very good laptop.
I actually see
selfies of all this guy with a laptop.
I actually see it. I meant to screenshot it and send it to you. I was looking at these speakers, and it was this guy, and he was telling like, so like there's like inches in like how big the cones are on the sub and the tweeter and all that. And this guy, he was like, in the description, he was like, my hand is this many inches. And all this, and
do you know what?
And he put his hand over.
I've seen that.
He put his hand over the cone. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Why would you do that? I don't know, you're greasy fucking like dead.
Hey, you gotta know. People want to know how many inches that is.
I don't want his fucking grotty ass nails
maybe
touching my fucking speaker. Man.
That's a smart way to be able to do it, you know.
Oh, it's probably like fucking like backed up hair and shit.
Selling a TV. This TV is about 10 hands long.
This TV is the length of my leg.
Just sends a video of him going one by one across the way. Just handprints on the TV all the way up.
As you can see, there's 10 greasy handprints across the length of the TV. Fuck that, man. No. I just don't trust eBay for that sort of, like, see if it was something small, like guitar strings, or if it was like a tuner or something like that.
Yeah, it's the big heavy duty stuff.
It's the big shit that's sort of, I need it to last.
Yeah.
Sort of stuff, and I need to make
But you can, there's also, I'm pretty sure there's also companies like Argos and other stuff that have eBay accounts and they sell their stuff.
Yeah, that's
because I got a ages ago. I got a Wii U and it was on eBay, but it was from Argos. So I suppose they use, I don't know, I think they use eBay as well.
Yeah.
And then at least that way you're sort of not guaranteed, but it's gonna be 100% more legit. You know.
Yeah. Because I was looking at microphones as well, man, and I forgot how fucking expensive microphones are. Like
this is cheap. This is like just a wee cheap thing.
Oh,
the actual studio
so
sort of stuff.
I was looking at, you know, like Shure and Sennheiser and stuff. I was gonna get a Shure SM58, and ended up being cheaper on their website than it was on Amazon. But
right, okay.
And then I was looking at a Sennheiser one on eBay, and it was just like, you know, the wee fucking normal ones. Like it looks like an SM58. Sennheiser, one of them with like a full metal casing, was £200 and something. I was like, fuck that, man, like no way. Gonna have to stick to old reliable Shure.
Yeah.
Because that one was like, the Shure one was like 117, which is like not that bad.
No, that's pretty for
like,
what you're getting, like
for a professional microphone. But it didn't. So dumb. I hate like when a company sells you a product without the necessary fucking like things to use it. So I could buy the microphone, but it didn't come with a lead.
Oh yeah, like
what the fuck's the point?
You need to get your own, because obviously they're not USB boys, they're like your proper inputs.
They're mic inputs, yeah. But like I don't see the point in them not. But
can you not use any mic input? Do they not? Are they not all the same sort of?
Yeah, no, they are. They're all the same, but I just don't see the point.
Yeah, no, it is. It's stupid.
It's so fucking.
But
dumb.
that's like that a lot of companies are doing that again. Like
it's like the whole batteries not included.
Shit. Yeah, well, to bring it back to I was saying about the Wii U, like when I got a DS ages ago, Nintendo didn't even include the charger. They're like,
really?
yeah, they're like, you have to buy your own charger.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and it literally says on the box, it's like charger not included.
This
is the 3DS, and you're like, you're not giving me the thing to charge the battery. I have to go and buy it separate. Man? Yeah.
When did they start doing that?
That was the 3DS.
Oh,
yeah.
I only got.
Because I sold it now long ago. I never played it, but
was there a DS Lite?
Yeah, there was a DS Lite, Nintendo DS Lite. That was the little. My brother had that one. I had the big chunky boy back in like 2006.
Yeah.
And then he got that one, and then I obviously didn't play anything, and then for some reason I was like, I want a 3DS, and bought it for a small amount of time. And I remember just being like, I seen there was no charger, and it said on it, charger not included on the box. I was like, are you serious? So I had to go to game and buy
like a £15.
Yeah, exactly. Charger.
They always charge you so much.
It's just ridiculous though that you wouldn't give your it's just
because I was looking at the fucking mic leads and
they'd be expensive.
Well, I was looking at one and it was by Stag and it was only it was like £5 or £6.
Oh, really?
It was like 6 meters long as well. However, the shipping on it was £8.
Yeah.
So I was paying like fucking 14 something pound, which is not bad, but it's like.
But could you not go into town and just get those?
That's what I mean. I don't have to pay for shipping. I'm just like, why the fuck am I bothering? Yeah. But like, for the Atom Audio fucking speaker, I sort of had to order that online because I've not seen them sold anywhere in Belfast. Because the only place I really know that sells anything electronic is that wee electronic place
in Castlecourt
that sells TVs, shit speakers, and a washing machine.
Just one washing machine.
Yeah, that's sitting in the shop window. So it's like sort of you get the whole idea, but and then other than that, there's really just Dawson's, which is a music store.
Yeah.
But
there's some like I know when people mention it, you're like scum of the scum. Like I've never actually bought anything from it, so I don't know what it's like. No, big old cash converters. I was gonna say I would say their stuff would be pretty decent, but obviously when you see the people that go in there, you're like, Christ.
Yeah.
Like it's just people going in this guy's probably just nicked the bike off a street and he's just like, I'll wheel this in here. How much do you reckon I could get for that? It's those sort of people, but I've seen like on their actual windows and stuff, they do have like a lot of equipment.
They do have a lot of cool shit. I was in there once and they had a bass and it was like a Thunderbird bass by Gibson, but it was like one that they don't sell in guitar shops. It's one you have to buy online. So I was like, holy fuck, but they were selling that for like £400, £500. I was like, that's so cool. But whenever you sort of see something in cash converters, you're like, what is the chances that this doesn't fucking work?
No, I think they do test it and stuff. It's just like, where did they get it from? Like, well, the likes of that, I'm sure somebody did just buy it online and was like, got rid of it. But a lot of stuff there, I would be like very hesitant on.
Yeah, man, you get a load of washcloths walking in there, man. Like, they're fucking like. Even the people that hang about it, like stand outside it, they're fucking.
That's what I mean. Like it's got like I've literally been in the place twice, I think, and every time I've seen it, I'm just like, oof, I don't even know if I want to go in there.
It's like jewelry though.
Yeah, it's the top floor is all the
fucking
gaming
wacky
and just
shit.
You smell it as soon as you get up there as well. You walk in, you're like, even if there's no one there, it just smells like 1,000 pits.
Yeah,
just like
that's
raised up.
It smells like fucking.
It's proper BO like.
Probably smells like a gaming convention or something like that. It's fucking awful, man.
Yeah. It's not great, like.
It's fucking shit. Well, there's like, where else does shit like that? There's like a couple of pop-up shops in Belfast do shit like that. Like
I haven't seen any pop-up stuff.
No, there was a pop-up shop around the back of, what do you call it? Fucking vintage shop down the side of City Hall. Some
Octopus Garden.
Octopus Garden, yes. Yeah. There's one that was like down that street, down that wee alleyway, and then round the corner, and I was looking
just by size, shoe or size, whatever it's called.
And I was looking at it, and fucking some of the shit in there, man, was like wacky as fuck.
What do you mean?
Like there was a guitar in there, and it was by a make I've never heard of, which is like already a wee bit like yeet. And then I don't know how to explain this, right? So the guitar, you know how a guitar body looks like, right? You got like the back end and then the two horns coming up, right? That was upside down, so the two horns were poking out the bottom, and the bottom part was at the top, and the neck came out from the bottom, right? It looked weird as fuck.
Right.
So it was just, and you could tell somebody had just made it that way because you could see where they'd taken the neck off the. So they just turned the whole fucking thing
for no reason as well.
Just for no reason, because it just looked.
Why not?
It was fucking weird as shit, man. And then I went up to the window. I was just like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I didn't think it was cool because she was standing beside me. She was like, "Oh, do you like the look of that?" Yeah, it looks great.
How much?
She was like, "Oh, well, if you want to come back tomorrow," and I hadn't said I was gonna buy this. I hadn't even mentioned it. She was like, "Oh, right. Well, if you want to come back tomorrow, I'll give you it for £350."
Why tomorrow?
Like, I don't know. I didn't ask. I was like, well, I got work.
Yeah,
so.
But I'd also kind of be like, well, why not right now?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Fuck.
But yeah, if you come back in 24 hours, no, I'll give you for 300. Yeah, why
not? Come back in when my manager's not in. I can give you it for cheaper. But yeah, she was like, if you come back in tomorrow, I'll give you it for £350. I was like, all right, okay. I was like, I've got work, so I'm not gonna buy it.
So I've got work, so I'll never be back again.
Yeah. She was like, oh no. It was because it was a pop-up shop. She was like, yeah, we're only here for another 2 days.
Yeah.
And then we have to move.
That's class. You find that. I'd love to see one of those. Just to see
they're fucking weird, man. You can. I seen one on the Facebook Marketplace. Maybe somebody bought it. You never know. It's in Belfast as well. I had a look. I was like, what the fuck is that doing there? I was like, it's following me around.
Maybe it's your guitar, mate. You're just destined to have it.
No, man. Imagine me making it as a musician. That's my signature guitar.
Why not?
Why?
No.
That'd be fucking atrocious. Jack's band load of like shit though as well. Well, so he says about for like the podcast.
Well, yeah, he's getting a mic, and he doesn't. I don't think he needs anything else.
He said he was banning a whole podcast thing.
What else can you get?
Like,
unless he's looking, I think he's talking about. Oh yeah. But I think he's looking to do another thing over there, like with one of his other mates.
Yes, that's right.
Because I said to him, I was like, yeah, go ahead. Like if you want.
What's he gonna call
that? I don't know, because this name was mine.
Oh, you're claiming.
Well, it was like we even talked about it in the first episode. It was by accident. I was like making jokes, and then he was like, "Yeah, that's actually not bad." I didn't like it at the start. I was like, "Nah, I don't like documented bits." And then I was like, "Actually, screw it. Like, why not? Yeah. Like, it'll do."
I don't know, man. You should call it. It'll come up with like, Jack will come up with something.
Oh, you get something good.
Oh, you'll think of something good, but it'll be something that you wouldn't think of, if you know what I mean. Like. Yeah. Because, like, was one of the draft names for his not, like, Mooncats or something for this?
He wanted Mooncats because I kept on calling him, like, when I used to keep calling Mooncat, he's like, maybe I should do Mooncat and he can tie it in with Moon Productions. I said, no, sorry, Jack. Because I didn't like that name at all. I was like...
Sorry, Jack, sorry for bringing up that.
Hey, maybe that's your new podcast.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's might be still an open wound that I've brought up, but it's not my problem.
No, I wasn't a fan of that at all. But... Anyway, I want to mention lightly, we said about last week about us talking about Culture Night. Oof. We didn't take any videos or anything.
Of course we did.
Yeah, we didn't do anything that we said we were going to do. But sure, that doesn't matter. I just want to touch lightly on Arrival. So not the pre-drinks. We can talk about pre-drinks if you want. I want to talk about 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes of me getting out of the car. And I'll just say, when you pulled up, Mohawk punk rocker.
Holy fuck,
that was wild.
That was wild.
We were just watching this guy blatantly stumble across the street with was it two other people?
Well, see, I at the start, the two other people looked like a couple. I'll say that. Yeah. They looked like a couple, and they looked like they were walking ahead of him to get past him because he was so drunk.
Which might have been the case.
Well, no, because it turned out they were all friends because they all got into the same car all the way up the road. It wasn't even a taxi; it was like a friend or some shit.
Damn, he was so close to the car as well.
Yeah,
I didn't realize he got into a car.
Literally
I thought he just walked
across
on
the street.
Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But yeah, this poor old guy, this poor punk.
Big mohawk.
Fucking big, like fluorescent yellow mohawk or some shit. Walking about with his shirt off.
Yeah, as you do. Because that's punk rock.
Yeah, that's just punk rock, man. Dandering down the street. Now we'd arrived at
stumbling down not dandering down the street, stumbling down the street.
Fucking we arrived. What time did we arrive?
We must have arrived
9:10?
Just after 9, yeah, I think.
So we're talking 9 o'clock. So we haven't even hit double digits of the night yet.
No.
And this guy is fucked beyond belief.
Mongoed.
Yeah.
Absolutely mongoed.
Like, I haven't seen somebody that drunk in a long time. To the point where they have no fucking balance whatsoever. Like, if they were off one step, they'd fuck themselves. Like, I haven't seen that in a while.
And then what happened?
He tried to kick a cone or something. Remember? He tried to kick...
I thought he was just trying to walk, I'll be honest.
He tried to kick a cone. Or he punched the cone, and then he tried to kick it and missed, and his shoe hit the sign. And he tripped over the sign.
Oh, that was what it was. And the sign just like a complete smack just down.
You felt his nose, like in your, like you felt it, like.
You were like, oh, is he all right? And then you and Joel ran over, like to go and like help him out because he wasn't forgetting of himself. And he got up, and it was just blood everywhere. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm all right, like that's true punk rock right there.
See, to be fair to him, he was fucking crying, but he didn't even...
Hey, do you know what? if I got punched in the nose, I tear up anyway.
Yeah.
So like, because you naturally do. So let alone getting punched in the nose, but your nose busting open.
He busted his fucking lip and his mouth. Whenever he was speaking, he had blood dripping off his tongue.
Yeah. Oh, he had it like he literally like he didn't put his arms out to stop him. It was just a complete it was just straight down. Yeah, nose dive.
I forgot about that, man.
No, that was all I was thinking about.
That was fucking it was one of them things where it's like when you watch somebody get kicked in the balls, you feel it.
Yeah.
Like he hit the deck and you felt it.
And
him, like,
the thing is, there was just no movement for a while. I was also on the road, like while cars were coming.
Yes.
So in the off chance that a car was in that lane coming up,
he was fucked.
Yeah, that's it.
There was like cones along the footpath and then that sign. Yeah. So he's lucky he fell behind the sign. Yeah. Because the car would have just fucking. They would have seen his hair, I suppose.
Yeah, he couldn't miss it. Just thought it was a hedgehog. It was bad. Like
it was very bad.
But I didn't see him go in their car though. I thought he just kind of stumbled on for the rest of his night. I'm just gonna move this weekend here.
No, me and Sophie fucking seen him getting into a car, and then, well, we didn't see him getting into a car. We seen his friend talking through the window of the car, and then we sort of seen him with his arms across the seat like this, and just hair coming out the back window. It's just like, alright.
That's too much work. A mohawk's just too much work,
isn't it, man?
Like you don't really see them that often.
Back in the day, I wanted one. So
would you still?
No, fuck. No, I wouldn't touch one.
But what's the process? So obviously you shave your sides. That's sweet, but it's the maintaining. Yeah. What do you do? Like what do you put on that?
I remember I used to have a really small one whenever I was younger. It's a lot of fucking effort, to be honest, every day.
It looks like a lot of effort.
You gotta grow part of your hair out so you look like you got a mullet. Yeah. Right? Whenever it's not spiked, you got a mullet. Which is really fucking bad.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with
for it. I used to get bullied heavily for it because obviously in our school you weren't allowed mohawks and all that shit. So I had a mullet for a year in school, which went down great with the 5th, 6th, and upper 6th years.
With sweet niblets.
Sweet niblets, indeed. Miley, please. Dang flab it. But you gotta do, basically, you gotta wet your hair. And you...
Step number 1, wet
hair. Step number 1, wet your hair.
Step number 1 to being punk rock.
Yeah.
Wet your hair.
Step number 2, you gotta blow dry that shit upwards so it sits up, or even like fluffed up, so it's like puffed. Step 2 or step 3.
Step 3.
You gotta get as much VO5 as you can in your
skip an entire jar of VO5. You gotta mix that in there.
You gotta fucking work that.
You gotta lie upside down.
Yeah. Man, I did once. I hung off my bunk bed.
That's what I thought you'd have to do, like lie up to get it, like in that.
Yeah. You gotta VO5 the fuck out of your hair, and then while you hold it, because obviously your hair's like damp from the amount of gel, you have to hold it up in place.
At this point, your hair just becomes a solid.
Yeah. Oh, it does. I'm not even joking. Have you ever felt a mohawk?
Well, no, but I can imagine like that's just.
Man,
being
I reckon if
solid.
you punched it, it would shatter like glass. Sort of.
Oh, that's a sight. Yeah, surprised his mohawk didn't shatter when he fell. We just hear glass go. He hits the deck. Someone's dropped a jar. Just everywhere, rolling across the concrete.
Another punk comes up. It's just like you're done. You're not a punk anymore.
Yeah,
no,
yeah. Takes away the stripes.
Don't come back.
Picks it up, puts it back, puts it back in bag.
puts it in his bag.
Runs home.
Tears streaming. Bloody nose. No, you gotta fucking gel your hair up and hold it till it dries, and then hairspray the fuck out of your hair, like
just chemicals.
So this was really embarrassing. Never told anybody this.
No, here we are. No one's listening.
I used to go through, them big fucking chunky fat fucking hairsprays.
Yeah.
I used to go through 2 of them in a week.
That's ridiculous.
That's bad.
That's ridiculous. The smell that you must have produced. And people just being high around your vicinity. Just
I know, man.
You yourself, 24/7, high on hairspray.
It was like fucking sniffing glue half the time.
But the hairspray stinks.
It's really bad, man.
Like, I'm pretty sure it is really bad. Like, it is literally just... I don't think it's good for you at all. Like, I really don't think I don't think it is at all.
To be fair, at this point, I'd already been smoking for.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd take fags over inhaling hairspray. Like, to be honest.
Well, I've done both, and I gotta say, it's great fun.
And I've never felt better. No, I don't. I think hairspray just makes you look immediately greasy. Like, if you're fair enough, if you're putting it up like just a bit, but if you're putting that amount in,
do you know
the feeling? See that feel of hair when there's like when like one strand of hair feels like a little. I don't know how to describe it. It just.
Do you know what my biggest irk about hairspray was as well? See if somebody moved your hair, it looked like you'd fucking dandruff. Like all the hairspray came off, and it was like you were walking around, and it was just a cloud of just fucking hairspray around. It was like particles. It looked like dandruff.
Yeah, I know what you mean with all stuff.
It was fucking atrocious because I remember, I think it was Mr. McCluskey. I'd done something like good in sports for once, and is that not recording?
No, it's fine. It stops at 30 minutes. Right. Sorry, I was keeping that on.
I'd done something like decent in sports on like a sports awards day, and Mr. McCluskey fucking went, good lad.
Sprinkled on more.
I fucking ran. I was like, I ran to the shower. I went for a shower in Henry Jones because of that. I was like, fuck.
Didn't even know their water worked in Henry Jones.
Ah, man, it was awful. It was like fucking brown water.
Dude, I'll never forget the smell of that place. I will never forget the smell.
I don't know. It smelled like damp BO.
Yeah, that was exactly what it is.
Asbestos in there as well.
Don't know. I know there was at Robinson Centre, but I don't think they're nearly back. It's I don't know if you've seen it. If you've drove by it, there's a whole new building there now.
Oh really?
They're getting ready to relaunch. Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna go swimming.
Yeah, back for a wee swim.
Yeah, back for a wee swim.
But no, the smell of that place, dude. Like it is ingrained in me. Like even I feel like I can smell it right now. Like
it's one of those smells that stays with you.
You also taste. You walk in and you're like,
It's like no matter where you go in the building, it's like that smell takes a human form and chases you. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just always
the
there.
Smell of Henry Jones himself.
It's all
chasing you around the room. Big old smelly Henry Jones. Henry Jones's locker.
It was fucking awful, man. It was so bad. Like, and there was always that one place where you weren't allowed to go. Remember that? And you were always like, well, why not?
Yeah.
And you never found out.
Yeah. It's actually the corpse of Henry Jones.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the smell was.
As soon as you open the
door. Oh, dude, that place.
It did stink.
I think it still is open. It is. But I did think, I remember hearing someone saying it closed for a while, but...
It's like a fucking prison, man. It really
was. It is.
It was fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like, even the football pitches were bad.
Yeah. Well, we're okay, like.
Nah, we're like a fucking sandpit, man. You fell on that, you didn't get money, you got sand all over you. You're like, what the fuck's going on?
It was alright, like, it was big enough. Doing cross country there was the worst thing. I don't know if you ever did the cross country.
I did it on a couple of times. I had to run around that muddy ass track.
Yeah, I remember him being like, yeah, we're just going to run around a whole lap of that. And I remember being like, oh, that's piss, no sweat. And I'm going, and then already I'm like, I'm going to whitey. Like, immediately I've got the taste of blood and whitey and just shame. Like, immediately everyone's already run on, and I've gone from here to here. And it's just like, I can taste my insides.
It's like that fucking. It's like a scene in a movie. Whenever your hearing just goes like,
yeah, completely buzzing.
And
you're at the first corner. You've still got to go around the whole way, and you get shamed for not doing it as well.
PTSD. The whole world's moving around you, and then it's just, all you hear in it is like, and then somebody runs up and grabs you, and it all comes back. That's what it's like. It's fucking bad.
It was atrocious.
But I remember cupcaking people there.
That's disgusting. We're cupcaking while across the country. Spitting and just...
Yeah, man, I remember somebody... I was in second place for it. I was like, man, this comes fast. And I was like, I gotta catch up. So I fucking full-blown sprinted instead of like saving my energy. Full-blown sprinted up to this guy and... give him the old. Yep. And a man, I've never seen a man drop faster. Like it was one of them ones where it was like he smelt it and lost his footing.
He probably
into the
real talk. He probably inhaled it. Like when he probably. Yeah.
That's what I mean. He fucking if he didn't smell it,
he inhaled your cupcake. Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking tasted that shit and it was bad crap.
Still better than Henry Jones though.
Yeah.
I'd rather be cupcaked by you than set foot in Henry Jones.
Yeah. Though the Robinson Centre was also a bit of a hole.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, it was fact,
bad.
It closed.
I remember I forget his name. It was like a wee skinny guy in our year, and we put him in a locker and locked it for.
It's the most American thing you can imagine.
No, but he was like, "Oh, I can fit in here," and we were like, "Go on then." And then he got in, and we just fucking locked it.
It was the biggest hole about. Like, I mean, I don't really remember much of it. I'm trying to think. I just remember, obviously, the smell in there, but that was just chlorine and stuff.
Yeah.
But going out and just being like,
I don't know if it was chlorine. It smelled like fucking bleach. Like,
yeah, it was very bleach.
bad.
Yeah, but I mean,
like it burned your.
How
hair.
did they find out they had asbestos and stuff?
I don't know actually.
Because that's
know.
Is it?
Probably somebody got cancer while swimming. They're swimming and a tumour just comes out of their neck.
Oh,
they're like,
yeah.
Oh, hold on a second.
I feel like the water in there was just the same water from when it opened.
Oh, 100%.
Like
Never
it didn't
fucking changed that.
The only thing they do is put a cover over it and just open it again.
It was one of those things where if you've ever been to any other swimming pool, if you like by accident breathe water in, it doesn't burn nearly half as much as Robinson Centre water did.
I remember
you could feel a hole in the back of your throat when you swallowed that shit.
it was when it went up your nose as well.
Yeah.
It was like you just lost all your nose hairs. It was just all went.
It was bad, man.
I can remember being swimming. So this wasn't part of school. This was we had just gone. I think it was me and a friend James and stuff. Like when we were younger, I remember swimming and. Next thing, people started freaking out, and I was like, "What are they freaking out at?" Yeah, so there's just this shit floating in the water, and the guys are just so tame about it. Who work there, they're like, oh, "Yeah," and they just get a big fishing net and just fish out of shit while everyone's still in the water. You're like,
everyone out.
No, they didn't even.
Really?
No, that's what I mean. They were like, just got it, and then they were like, "Right, okay, you get out." But that was the net was coming in while we were all still in the water. It was like over to my like left side. I remember just being like, What the fuck, like
that's bad crack, man. That's really bad. I remember somebody pissed in the water and the water didn't change colour.
That means there's no chlorine. The chlorine's what makes your piss go blue. Like,
yeah,
that's stinking. But you know everyone pissed in that water.
I genuinely reckon it wasn't chlorine in the water. It was bleach. I'm not even joking you, man. I actually really think it was.
It was
bad. Like whenever you
mean every time you did a swim, you had a headache.
Yes, you always had a headache. Your nose burned. You had a hole in the back of your throat. Your eyes were fucking puffed out.
Hard to swallow.
And your scalp was burnt. So
and your hair was gone. You had no eyebrows. Your pubes, your very little pubes at the time were all gone. You lost your 3 pubes.
I hated fucking going to swimming and
I can't swim.
Confession,
swim? I can't swim.
I can swim, but I just fucking.
I was always in the shit grip.
Water. Oh, so was I, man.
Yeah.
I was in the really shit
grip. Yeah, I was there. There's your float.
Oh,
so like that.
I hold on one hand.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Hold your back, turn around, and just kick your feet like fuck.
And you were like, and whenever you did that, you always done it on Nigel, so you just go on.
The water would just slowly just turn you on. I can't breathe right now.
Fuck that, man. I hated that. It never worked.
No, Jack was always. He was obviously in my year and in my class for that, and he was always the big boy grip and the diving boards. And I remember being like, "That's cool," and they were like, "This is how you save someone's life," and they'd throw like a brick in the water or whatever, and they'd have to pick it up.
just still someone in the water. Fuck you.
It would be like this person's drowning, and they'd have to like go under and pick it up. Meanwhile, I'm there. I'm
drowning in the water. Come and
save me. Because we did. Am I right in saying we did swimming all the way up to 3rd year or maybe 4th year?
3rd year, yeah.
3rd year.
See,
so 3 years. 3 years I hadn't progressed. Much like school itself, I hadn't progressed.
I think there was a whole thing about that because they could only do it from 1st to 3rd year because of the girls. Because the girls start developing and they start bleeding.
Yeah.
And a lot of them can't control it at that age, which is fair enough. It's natural, but I think it's a whole thing of that where it's like they get to a certain age where like all us boys are fucking horned out to shit. We're gonna like be like, oh, let me help you swim. They're fucking them in the water or something, you know, like humping their leg.
Some scenes looking like it's Jaws with all the blood in the water. Sharks, yeah. Oh, that's disgusting.
It was bad crack, man. I remember first year, because like, humble brag, my balls dropped in like P6, so nice. I had pubes and the shit when I was like P7. I was just like, yeah, what's up?
And then you lost them when you started going.
Yeah, I lost them all. I don't know what happened.
I mean, you still haven't got them back.
Yeah,
I mean, it's completely gone. It's completely deleted the hair completely. Yeah.
I remember some kid who was like, ew, you've got hairy balls, and I was just like,
what? Yeah, couple of them.
Yeah, what the fuck's your problem, man? It's like, your mum, shut up. What the fuck are you talking about?
Did you ever do the lazy river in Lisburn?
Yeah, man.
Obviously that wasn't, I think it was part of school, it was just your own.
No, yeah. That shit was carnage. Like, see everyone in that, you were just like...
Thank you, that's what I was going to get to, because it's meant to be like lazy, laid back, you're lying there going around, but in reality it's just full of kids and full of middle-aged men, who are just like so big, like just like knocking you out, you're just squeezing against everyone.
I fucking hated about the lazy river. The fact that some of the slides, the end of the slide went into the lazy river, so if you were going past and some fat cunt you just were like...
So that happened to me back when I really couldn't swim. Someone came in and knocked me down and went under and was keeping me under because they stayed under, and I remember just like bubbles just appearing out of my
crying underwater.
Yeah, started like...
Just see tears floating.
It was I was literally like, I'm gonna die here. Do you remember the bit of the lazy river? I think it's all probably changed now anyway, but do you remember the bit? So it would be early on, so you went around from the right and all the way around. Do you remember coming around and there used to be a thing that would just drizzle water down, but it was like someone just pouring a bucket over it, and that's what it felt like. I used to do that, and it used to hit me, and it used to make me sink under immediately. Like it was complete torture. And then there was one of the rides.
It's like shooting a bottle cap in a bucket of water.
And then there was one of the rides. I think it was the one that went outside and went in again. But I went in it, and I went on it once in my life. Made it not even halfway down and got stuck. The ring got stuck, and I was sitting there like freaking out. Yeah, no, that's exactly what was happening. So I heard behind me, wee, and I was like, no, and got hit off my ring and just went on my head, just going down the rest of the ride. The ring came out first, and then I just like slowly afterwards behind this other dude just came like flat out, just lying like that.
I remember they had to redo one of their slides once, because
you gotta oil that up or lubricate it.
Yeah, man,
it's shocking.
I remember I got torn up to fuck on one of them ones, and a bunch of kids got torn up to fuck on that. Now the council changed the slide. Whenever I was little, I fucking went on one of the like rubber ring fucking slide things.
Yeah.
And I fell off it going around one of the bends, like not off the side of the fucking thing, but like off my rubber ring into the slide.
Yeah.
But the way that the slide had been constructed meant that there was like each part was slightly raised. So it was like a fucking cheese grater. I came out and I was fucking torn up bleeding, and I remember just falling in the lazy river and just
body floating.
Literally,
coming out.
I was crying so much. I was crying so hard that I couldn't move because it hurt to move, because obviously that water has chlorine in it. So
it's literally open wounds.
Yeah, I fell into a pool of chlorine, and I was just floating along crying, and my mom was like, oh my god! And, like ran after me like
while you're floating.
Yeah,
he's on the side following you around the lazy river. You've done 4 laps at this point, you're still going around.
For me to come round, she's going against the current.
Oh my god.
It was really fucking sore. It was bad.
You're on your way, you're being trampled by people coming down the ride, you're just being sunk under, brought back around again.
It was really fucking sore though. I remember, like, it's like, do you ever hear the term salt in the wounds?
Literally salt in the wounds.
It's literally fucking full body salt in the wounds. Like I remember I could feel myself crying and like floating around, but I could feel myself.
Were you lying? Were you flying though?
See, at the start I was, and then I was crying so much that I got like a mouthful of water, and I turned around on my back and I was just floating around crying.
How old were we at this time?
I think I was about 6.
That's mad.
6 or 7, and I remember floating there crying. like floating around, just bleeding out. Like there was just a trail of blood following me.
Aye, you were easy to find.
I remember floating around there, man, and bumping into the walls and just bumping off them and just continuing to float. And I just didn't care. Like I was crying that hard that I didn't give. And I remember the lifeguard seen me, got off their thing and went, "Oh my god," and ran to get the paramedic instead of getting me out of the water. I was like,
well, I mean, you weren't going anywhere.
You were just going to
you're just doing laps.
But that was very sore.
Do you remember the white slide ride where it was literally, I don't know if there was rings, I think it might have just been normal bare body.
I do remember that.
So I went on that.
You got stuck at the bottom.
You get stuck, but I also went down, so you could lie down on it and go down like that, obviously, and I went down, and like you say, you got stuck, that bit where you're probably talking about.
You burned your...
Yep. Completely burnt it, and it was all scorched down red, and I was just like, trying to get into the water, like, crawling.
For the next car.
Crawling in, all scored out, like, looking like someone had just, like clawed me, and just, like, lying in the water, like...
Just the image of you crawling away from just, like, a pile of dead, burnt skin.
And then a fat kid coming down behind me, like, hey!
Oh, your mum asking you if you got sunburnt.
Yeah,
we're inside.
It was wild. I don't miss that place at all.
See, some of the places here, they're like really bad for health and safety.
Oh, for sure.
Like even some of the parks here, like are like some
well,
of the slides.
Scotland are quite bad for that.
Oh,
so
really?
I used to go to a park in Scotland called Loudon Castle, and it's
Shut
long.
it one time.
It's shut it one time. You've been closed for 10 years, but I used to go there, and so it got closed because, well, one of the builders died on one of the mousetrap rides, my favorite ride. He was on top of it, and I think what happened is he either fell off or the ride came and binked him off and then fell and big old rip, so they had to shut. But M&D's, if I'm right in saying, and Alton Towers, was that one of them recently?
Alton Towers.
Alton Towers, a girl lost
amputated.
Yeah, a girl lost her legs, and they're still open, and you're like, how?
They are still
like, how are you still open?
She lost her legs.
I think so.
One of her legs, or both.
I can't remember. I just remember the ride. By the way, I think the ride's still open.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Like they haven't even shut that ride down. Like they're still doing it, and they're like,
Man, I don't know.
But that's 2 or 3 times that's happened in Alton Towers.
Yeah,
maybe not the amputation, but injuries on that ride and other rides. And I think M&D's maybe.
Oh really?
I've had a couple injuries, but it's Alton Towers, the one I'm thinking of.
I remember there was like this rocket, like there was like a slide in one of the things, and there was this rocket slide, and
where's this?
Loch Moss.
Oh, Loch Moss.
It just opened.
Okay.
And I remember being there when it first opened because we had just got out of school. I was like, oh, this is the coolest fucking thing ever. Like, look at the size of all these fucking slides and shit. Loch Moss Park, you know, the big fucking rocket thing, like the fucking like 3-story high rocket that you had to climb up. Like one side of it was like a fucking minefield. If you slipped, that was you fucking off the side of it. We climbed up, you know where there's like the middle one, the middle ladder. We climbed up halfway, and then you had to turn.
Yeah, and go to the next one. Yeah, I'm with you.
Well, we were there one time, and this girl fell. Like she was sitting.
Was it the transfer to the next ladder?
It was the Well, it was. No, she got up, right?
Oh, she made it to the top.
She made it to the top, and we were standing there, and she was standing on that wee bit, holding on to the 2 bars. Now, do you remember when you had to turn to the other ladder? There was about 4 steps, and it dropped. There was no ladder below that. She was standing on one of the pieces of the ladder, and she was like, "I'm just going down to get my coat."
Never seen her again. That's horrible. No. I regret saying that.
She went to walk down.
Were you there?
Yep.
Okay.
Fell. And it smashed her head off one of the other ladder things, right?
Oh.
Now, I heard a month later she died. I was like...
Oof.
I was like, oh man.
Oof.
Like she split her head open whenever, and she was out for the count, but like she was, like the ambulance came and she was okay again. Like she seemed okay. But apparently she fucking died.
Damn.
I was like, damn.
Died because of that? Or did she like get hit by a bus a month later?
No, she died because of that, I imagine.
Damn.
I imagine. It was, well, I don't know if she died a month later, but I heard a month later that she had
that
died.
could just be a rumour though. She could,
still
be out there.
Hello girl, if you've... Hello girl.
Hello, hey girl.
Hey girl. If you did...
if you're alive.
If you did suffer severe brain trauma at the age of 8...
Might you hit us up with a like or a comment?
Yeah, when you let us know if you're okay.
Yeah.
If not, please rest in peace.
Damn. No, like that stuff is... I never had any injuries like that, obviously.
Oh man, I got so many injuries.
But I remember, this is sort of sidetracking a bit, but I remember being in, again, this is Scotland. This wasn't a ride though, this was just at like a, do you know, like a normal ball pit?
Oh yeah.
So, I might have told you this story before, so stop me if I have, or whatever, it doesn't matter. So anyway, we were up in this games room, right. And I want to say I was 11,
okay.
10 or 11.
Set the scene.
And yeah, I'm set the scene. So I'm with my mate Alexander, shout out to Alexander one time, and we're just we're messed about in the ball pit. There's this big massive triangle, so like it's just like a rubber triangle just right. in the ball pit, and we were like, hey, do you know what'd be really funny is if we just like slide this ball pit up against the wall of the pit, and then we sit in between the gap. So the triangle there, and the wall there, we're sitting in between, and our legs were just going up. Yeah. It was just stupid. We were bored. There was no internet in this place, so we're just being kids and just doing what kids do. So we're like sliding down, and then we're like, we get back up, and we keep sliding down, and then this kid, Ethan, shout out to you one time, Ethan, doesn't talk to me anymore, because of the story, most likely.
Oh really?
So he comes in. And he's like, hey, what are you guys doing? And we're like, hey, we're just, sitting like in between this gap and making our legs go up. It's really funny. And he's like, do you know what make that more interesting? And we're like, what? So we're already sitting in between. He's like, if you jump in instead.
Oh no. Oh.
So he jumped and he went into he made it in the triangle. So he jumped and he was like this, like fell into the triangle. And I swear to God, I heard a snap. But was like, I genuinely heard a snap, and he was down there, and we were still kind of floating up a bit, like kind of like with our legs up, like you alright? And he was like, yeah, no, I'm fine, like I'm alright. And I got out of the pit and like got onto the ground, and so did Alexander, and then he got up and was like, yeah, no, it just really hurt my arm. Like he's like, my arm's just like really sore. And then he was like, hold on.
So the kid's fallen.
So the kid has gone down, and me and him run the ball pit. We get out of the ball pit, and he gets up, and he's like, yeah, it just like hurt my arm, like it just hurts. And I was like, alright, okay, well, at least you're alright. He's like, yeah. And then he was like, I don't know why it hurts so much, and he like moved it, and he hadn't seen it at this point. It was me that seen it first, and I looked, and his elbow was here. His elbow was there. I'm not even joking. It looked like his arm was like, I'm not shitting you, his elbow, it looked like he could twist his arm the other way. And I remember looking at it, and I never seen anything like that before. Like I was so young, I didn't be sick, but I was so young that I couldn't process it.
Yeah.
And my immediate reaction was, oh shit. And he was like, what? And then when he looked down, of course, then the panic kicks in, and like all screaming. Yeah, because now he sees it and he feels the pain. He didn't feel it with all the adrenaline. He didn't feel it, but now he sees it and he's like, what? And I sprint out of the place and leave his ass. I sprint and go down. There used to be a swimming pool down in this caravan site. I go to the swimming pool, kick the door down. And I'm like, I jump into the water now. I kick the door.
By the way, I can't swim.
I dry myself. No, I kick the door down, and I'm like, guys, Ethan's just like broke his arm or something, and everyone's like, what? And then Alexander runs and goes and gets his mum, and his mum is the most calm ass person, just literally walking down. Like Alexander's explained that his arm's not where it's meant to be, his elbow's not where it's meant to be anyway. And I remember seeing her, so I went back up to the hill and sat with the guy and kind of like was like, it's gonna be sweet, and he's like like rocking back and forward.
Thanks, man. Yeah. His arm bent in. Oh shit.
And she's just like walking, just like with her arms crossed, being like kids. And like not even like sprinting. I can't like. I'm like damn. And then like I never really knew Ethan that well, but I just remember the only thing I recall is just him huffing with us as if it was our fault. Not our fault. You jumped there like an asshole. Like you should have just, if you wanted to play the game, you should have played
Ethan,
it right.
Ethan, you fucking dipshit.
Yeah, Ethan, you done goofed, and it's your fault, kid.
Shut up, Ethan. Fuck off.
If your name's Ethan, fuck
Shut
you.
the fuck up, Ethan.
Yeah. stop, just turn it off.
Just turn it off, Ethan.
So Ethan is like sitting there rocking his arm. His mum gets in the car and he's just being ushered into the car. He's like, there you go, mate, it's gonna be okay. We tap on the back, and I think someone was like, I think you meant to turn that, and like went to turn his thing, and I was like, nah, don't do that. So he gets in the back of the car, and the last image I have with Ethan, haven't seen him since, the last image I have with Ethan is him sitting at the back of the car and staring at us, like just staring, like with a single tear down the eye because of the pain, and just like anger, pissed off looking, and then just driving away. And then me and Alexander being like waving him off, being like, good luck. And then I actually I did see him, so I came back just less than a year later, and I guess his arm was so badly,
oh really,
like his arm, I'm sure his arm's fine now, but I think it was one of those ones where it was in a cast for a really long time.
Oh, really?
Because when I seen him next, it was very briefly. He had a shaved head. He used to have really long hair. He shaved his head, so something must have happened to Ethan. But he had a cast, unless he broke his arm again, and maybe I don't know what happened. But I remember seeing him in a cast and being like, "Oh,"
hands the other way around.
Yeah, I remember just being like, "Oh damn, our bad," but not our bad. Like, it wasn't our fault. Like.
Yeah.
But that turned me, like, that's the worst injury I've ever witnessed.
Stinking. Yeah. That's really bad. I remember somebody, I forget who, in Lagan, somebody got kicked in the kneecap, and their kneecap.
Oh, get away! Get away! I've seen people. Videos of people doing leg presses in the gym, and then their legs just go the other way, and you're like, I that's why when I did do the gym, I never did the leg press. I was so scared.
The worst one I've seen is in like schools, probably that. Like, we were playing football, and these two guys got into a scrap, and somebody kicked somebody else's kneecap, and their kneecap just snapped around, and I was like, "Ah!" I was like, "Fucked up, man."
Damn.
Like, it's stinking.
I think I remember someone. It was your year, was it? I think someone did the same thing in our year.
Oh, really?
I think I remember hearing. I can't remember who it was, but I remember someone saying, "Yeah, his knee had something popped out or something." Did you ever watch? This is probably you're probably not gonna know what this show is. This is a little bit. Like, it's even before my time, but for some reason I did watch it when I was growing up. Okay. It was for 18 and over, like, but it was on, like, I think it used to be like MTV or something. You ever watch a show called Scarred? Or ever hear of a show called Scarred?
I've heard of a show called Scarred.
So literally it was, don't know what you call the guy, but it was some emo dude who won't let his past die, and he used to present it being like, "Hey man," like, it was proper, like, "Hey really? Dude, welcome to Scarred," and then there'd be like all these dodgy cuts of like clicking sounds and bone snapping, and then it'd be like zoom ins, and he'd be like, yeah, it was basically like punked, like that sort of style. Yeah. It's like, "Welcome to Scarred," and it was like a compilation show of these people sitting injuries. Yeah, so these people sitting being interviewed, they'd be interviewed, and it'd be like, so I was skateboarding down the park, and then there'd be all these zoom ins and then like skateboarding sound effects of him going down the park, and they have the actual clips of the injuries. That's why they've been recorded, so some of it's building up to it, and then you actually see the real clip. So he's like, "Yeah, I was sitting down the park," and he's like, "You were down the park?" Just like all these zoom ins and stuff like that, and then it would be like X-rays. It would keep showing like flashing X-rays and like all these like horror sounds and like screams and all. And then, in all honesty, the injuries were really, really messed up. Like, the fact that they were showing a lot of these. So it used to be people like skateboarding, and you'd see like their legs snapping, like the bones and stuff. But me and Ben used to watch this all the time. It used to turn me so much. Like, I remember being like I must have been 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And sitting there like, this is mortifying. But it was the most cheesiest, like, and even the theme was all like punk rock music, like just heavy metal and stuff.
There's an emo guy, it's called Scar.
Let me find, just while we're still talking about this, let me just try and find who the presenter was. But yeah, so it was called Scarred. It's definitely not on TV anymore.
Somebody called Randy or something.
What was his name? Scarred TV show. So this was... Yeah, so here's the presenter. Excuse the shitty ass quality. I don't know why it's so shit.
Hold on. Like old school MTV.
Yeah, it's really potato quality, but
holy fuck,
that was the presenter. Yeah. That was the presenter.
Man, he looks like your man.
I'll put that on screen.
He literally looks like your man at a Green Day.
Yeah, it looks like the guy at a Green Day, or just Good Charlotte or something. You don't actually do. I don't know if you know who they are.
Yeah.
But this show stopped. It first aired in 2007. Damn, and the final episode, so the first episode was the 10th of April 2007, and the final episode was the 18th of September 2007.
Holy shit.
So it obviously wasn't even that long.
Pulled.
But it used to be like the the goddamn it was MTV Scarred.
Fuck.
And it used to just be the most like cheesiest.
I feel like when you've broken a bone, you sort of it takes away the fear from it 10 times more.
I don't know. It depends what you break. I mean, if I break a bone, I don't want to break another one. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like if you see somebody else break a bone, you're like, ooh, that looks nasty, but you're not like, holy fuck, that's like disgusting, because you know what a broken bone is. Then.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not even that. It's just it's the I don't know how you describe it. It depends how bad it is.
Yeah, if something's like direly out of place.
Yeah.
And it, like or like bones are poking through the skin.
Yeah, that's.
Or like
I've never
just poking the skin and you can see it. Fuck that.
I mean, you even get UFC.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even Anderson Silva. Yeah, the leg.
His leg
where it just turns to jelly.
Wrapped around the other guy's leg.
That was
Chris
mortifying.
Weidman. Fuck that, man.
This is.
Footage was captured on video by the people involved.
I'm just trying to get the theme
Do
song.
not attempt these bone-crunching, skin-splitting stunts under any circumstances. They can cause serious injury or leave you permanently scarred.
Fuck.
Tonight on Scarred, we've got busted faces
See what I mean by all the
and
zins?
crushed
You see?
bodies. And we'll count them down from pretty sick, oh my god, what the is that? To the most up clip of the day. Dude, stay down, stay down. So stick around. He's having a seizure. Because we bring the pain.
Holy shit. Why did they have us like sewn up skin? Oh.
It was just the most like.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fucked
What's
up.
up? I'm Jacoby and
I mean, you
this
get
Jacoby?
Jacoby, there you go. His name was Jacoby.
Jacoby.
What's up? I'm Jacoby, and this is Scarred. Like,
Fucking
what's Jacoby doing with himself these days?
Let's look at what Jacoby's doing.
Jacoby, what are you at? Let's see. Jacoby. Class name.
What a fucking fool. Jacoby.
Jacoby Shaddix.
Jacoby Shaddix.
Yeah, Shaddix. So, there he is there.
Holy shit. He's not looking great.
No, he's not looking great these days, I'll be honest.
He's seen better days. Jacoby.
He's a singer now. He was probably a singer beforehand, to be fair. He seems like he was definitely
Never heard him.
No. He's Jacoby Shaddix is an American musician, singer, songwriter, rapper, TV presenter, and actor. Damn, this guy has ticked all the boxes. He's not messed
Jack
about.
of all trades.
He's best known as being the founder, member, and bass continues for California-based band Papa Roach.
Really?
You ever hear Papa Roach?
Yeah, holy shit.
Since the band's formation in 1983.
Holy shit, I didn't know that. That's cool.
There you go. I recognize the name Papa Roach.
So did I.
But I don't actually know who they are. But he did. What do you mean? He was an actor. He did Scarred, and then in 2010 he did something called The Invited, and that's all he's been listed for.
Let's see what the ratings for The Invited were.
The Invited got a solid 4 out of 10 on IMDb.
Oof.
And it didn't even get a Rotten Tomatoes. So, or maybe
It's one to watch, guys.
Yeah. But actually, that's going to be the next episode. It's just me and Sam watching The Invited.
Yeah,
directory cut. Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, it got a 25% on Rotten Tomatoes, and critics didn't even watch it. It's just an audience score. It's probably a TV movie
Gotta watch it.
with Jacoby
Jacoby
Shaddix.
Shaddix.
Jacoby Shaddix. Why does that sound like an Xbox gamer tag?
It sounds like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh character or something.
XX_ Jacoby Shaddix. XX. Alright. I feel like we should probably wrap it up then, because we've been going for like, I want to say like an hour and 5 minutes maybe. It's hard. I don't have Jack's stuff where I can just check how long we've been going for, but
About an hour and a bit.
yeah, I mean, it's gone quick, to be fair. I actually enjoyed that.
So it's very nice.
Nice to reminisce about some of that
Nice
stuff.
to-
The old lazy river, and the old
The old Lady River, good old.
yeah, can't forget her.
Gotta love her.
Anyway, do you want to plug your stuff, and then we'll
Yeah.
split.
You can follow me on Instagram at Raoul Duke. What else? See, all my other shit, I forget my logins, so it's not really worth it. But I'll plug them anyway. You can follow my music Instagram at Sam Weatherup Music, and then my YouTube's just Sam Weatherup.
Sweet. There you go. And then obviously you can follow the whole shebang on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. Just type in Documented Bits, and if you want to follow myself, you can follow me on Instagram at RealJoshieT. You can follow me on Twitter at ThatJoshThomas, and that'll be it. So, thank you very much, guys, for listening, and good night.